Await everyone, this is Regulus Pastor. Welcome back to Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. This is Meakashi-hen, the 5th story arc of the main 8, and the first answer arc. And we're getting a fair amount of things answered, fortunately. Or else the whole answer arc categorization would be useless. But anyway, we had to atone for our sins against our Yakuza family as Shion, and have 3 nails ripped out of our hand, lest Kasai, our Uncle Yoshiro, and Satoshi would have to suffer instead. So we did that, and then we were told that we were supposed to forget about Satoshi, but we learned from Ooishi that Satoshi's disappeared, and at first we were fearing that it might be because of the Sonozakis, but I guess some civilian gave the police a tip that they saw a boy that matched the description and everything but clothing at a Nagoya station. I don't know how far Hinamizawa is supposed to be from Nagoya, or for that matter, or how far Shirakawago, the village that Hinamizawa is based on, is from Nagoya. But anyway, as Shion, we're grappling with her husbando's disappearance, and we're trying to sort it all out. Sorry. Let's load her up. Let's continue. We have at least 1 tip to read. I think we have 2 tips. So again, these are Shion's notebook entries. It's different because when we were reading Satoshi's entries, it was so-and-so diary, with so-and-so being filled in by various adjectives like crumpled, torn, yeah, stuff like that. Excuse me. We didn't do the tips. Notebook, page 34.
The information that Satoshi-kun might have headed to Tokyo hasn't been verified. It started as follows. A young man came to the lost and found window looking for his wallet. The station employee asked him to write down his name on the form. Then the young man started writing Houjou as his name, but he stopped in the middle, crumpled the form, and wrote a totally different name on another form. Another station employee witnessed a similar looking young man rushing into the train heading to Tokyo. The employee from the lost and found and the employee who was on the platform talked about the suspicious young man in the locker room. That was all. The wallet of the man named Houjou was never reported as found to the lost and found office.
Notebook, page 42.
At first I thought Ooishi's theory about that the Sonozaki family banished Satoshi-kun from Hinamizawa and looked after Satoko in return was bogus. But thinking thinking about it now, it doesn't seem too far-fetched. After all, Hojo Satoko started living with Furure Rika after Satoshi-kun's disappearance. Furure Rika isn't just a regular girl. She was the head of the Furure family, one of the 3 families. The head of the Kimiyoshi family is Furure Rika's guardian. The Sonozaki family probably couldn't step in, due to having been officially opposed to the Hojo family. But Hojo Satoko is in the custody of the 3 families now. Even though the Hojo family was severely ostracized during the dam conflict, Hojo Satoko was now under protection. It seems as though only Satoko was exempted from blame. Why was she spared, even though Satoshi-kun wasn't?
The rage of a victim blamer. Alright, let's continue. I need to take a leave. My throat's already inflamed and tight. It's only gonna get worse from here. You heard me, Shion.
今、なんて
What did you just say?
信頼できる筋の噂ですが、サトシ君の叔母殺しの犯人が見つかったらしいです。
This is information from a reliable source. It appears that they found the murderer of Satoshi-kun's aunt.
It had been a few weeks since the murder. Satoshi-kun still hadn't been found. I had no new information on his whereabouts. Kasai's report came, as a result, completely out of the blue.
それって、警察が逮捕したって意味
Does that mean the police arrested the culprit?
聞いた話では、逮捕というより、別件で取り調べを受けていた男が余罪として自供したんだとか。
It seems that he confessed during his interrogation regarding another case.
That sounded strange. If it were Satoshi-kun they arrested, he wouldn't have worded it that way. It sounded as though Satoshi-kun wasn't the culprit.
葛西
Kasai,
結局、犯人って誰だったの
who is it that the culprit is? So, it wasn't Satoshi-kun? I swallowed those final words. I was convinced it was Satoshi-kun. The police in Ooishi must have thought the same way. The reason Ooishi approached me is because he was convinced that Satoshi-kun did it.
ご安心を。
Don't worry.
サトシ君ではないようですよ。
It doesn't seem like it's Satoshi-kun.
連続開始事件を模倣した異常者の犯行というような話みたいです。
I heard it was a lunatic who was aiming to continue the series of mysterious deaths.
はい異常者
What? A lunatic?
何それ
What do you mean? Kasai shrugged.
さあ、私もそれ以上は。
I don't know.
何しろ今回の事件は秘匿捜査指定というものがかかっているんだそうです。
I was trying to figure out how to word the Japanese at the end after the I don't know. I think I got it. I don't know any more than you do. Plus, since the investigation is classified as a confidential case,
なので、ほとんど情報が出回らないんです。
the information I can get is limited.
秘匿捜査
Confidential?
何それ
Why?
連続開始事件による村への風評被害対策ということらしいです。
To prevent the village from developing a bad reputation.
誘拐事件なんかでも犯人との交渉が行われている間は新聞に載らなかったりするでしょ。
You don't see articles about kidnapping while the police are negotiating with the culprit, do you?
ああいう類のものらしいです。
It's something similar to that.
of it, I hadn't seen anything about the aunt's murder on TV or in the newspaper.
Took me a little
何
while
し
to
ろ
piece it together.
4年連続で綿流しの日に事件が起こっているわけですからね。
These strange deaths have happened 4 years in a row now on the day of Watanagashi.
お社様のたたりだと騒いで面白がる輩も多いそうですし。
There are those who try to make light of it.
そうそう。何でもそのおば殺しの異常者ですが、連続開始事件を模倣したくて行ったと自供したんだとか。
And now this lunatic who confessed the aunt's murder said he did it in imitation of the series of mysterious deaths.
Kasai didn't know anything else, so instead of probing him further, I reviewed the information myself. I was really shocked to learn all this. I was convinced that Satoshi-kun killed her. I thought that was the reason he had to disappear. But it was actually some lunatic who killed her, and he had no relation to the aunt whatsoever. So, Satoshi-kun had nothing to do with the murder? If so, why did it disappear? I couldn't accept that this lunatic had killed the aunt. And what's really strange is the phrase Kasai used. 4 years in a row now. After all, I've been thinking that this murder happened because Satoshi-kun had been in a dire situation and had nothing to do with a series of mysterious deaths. I felt as though Satoshi-kun's case had become somebody else's. The series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa is also known as the Curse of Oyashiro-sama. Satoshi-kun's case had become one of those mysterious deaths. In other words, Satoshi-kun's case has become a part of Oyashiro-sama's curse. I didn't like the way that sounded, because it was as though the curse had swallowed Satoshi-kun.
Oh, this is hurting my throat already. Take advantage of this long transition to massage my throat muscles.
残念ながら。
I'm so tight in here. Sorry for the delay. Just trying to keep my throat nice and limber. Muscle keeps sliding. These muscles aren't really fit for my fascial releases. Okay. Oh, ow. I poked a little too hard. Crunched something in my Adam's apple, I think. Unfortunately.
例の東京行きの新幹線に乗ったらしいという情報も確認が取れないままです。
We haven't been able to confirm the tip that Satoshi-kun took the train to Tokyo. I'm feeling lightheaded. Uh-oh.
正直なところ、県の中にいるのか外にいるのか、それすらも分かっちゃいません。
We don't even know whether or not he's in this prefecture, to be honest.
Ooishi broke the seal on a new can of instant coffee.
あれだけ胸を張ってサトシ君が犯人だと息巻いていたから、もう行方をつかんでるとばかり思ってました。
Oh, a new can of instant coffee just for me? Don't break out the good stuff on my behalf.
I thought you know his whereabouts already, since you seemed very convinced he was the culprit.
いやいや、情けない限りです。
You got me.
Ooishi chuckled and poured a cup of coffee which looked far too hot.
しかし、耳が早いな。
You have some good sources.
はい？
Huh?
秘匿捜査してだってのに、どこの誰が漏らしてるやら、
It's a highly classified case, but you already have this information.
やれやれ。
I wonder who leaked it.
うちの傍聴も問題があるな。
Looks like we need to review our security precautions.
Ooishi smirked. Seemed he knew why I was here today.
まあ腐っても園崎の端くれですので。
I am one of the Sonozakis after all.
多少の噂は耳にできますということで。
And my ears are open.
Oh, why are this raspiness? Because I had a little phlegm in the back of my throat, that's why. Delicious. Just like Detective Delicious.
I smirked back at him. It's all about bluffing.
まあいいか。
Anyway,
腹を割り合った仲ですしね。
since we're friends now,
いいですよ。おしゃべりしましょう。
why don't we have a chat? Does that sound okay?
まず聞かせてください。
Let me ask you first.
真犯人って一体何者です？
Who is this real culprit?
異常者とか聞きましたけど、それってどういうことですか？
I heard he was a lunatic. But what's that mean?
どういうことって言われたってね。
I don't know how to answer that question.
そりゃ私だって言いたいですよ。
I want to know the answer myself.
私はサトシ君が犯人の一点読みでしたからね。
Really, I was convinced Satoshi-kun was the real culprit.
とんだ万馬券が飛び出したもんです。
It was rather surprising for me, too.
Ooishi threw himself on the sofa and crossed his hands behind his head. He looked up at the ceiling and smiled wryly.
先日ですね、県警の方から急に連絡が来たんですよ。
I suddenly received a call from the prefectural police the other day.
すでに逮捕して取り調べをしている男が主婦殺しを自供したって。
They said that one of the guys in detention confessed to the murder of the housewife.
それは何者？
Who is it?
薬に手を出したとんでもない野郎でしてね。
He's a crazy dopehead.
出所しては捕まるの繰り返しだそうです。
He's been in and out of prison for drug abuse.
ひなみ沢村連続開始事件が面白そうだったんで、4年目のたたりは自分が下してみたくなった。とかなんとか。
His statement says that he was interested in a series of mysterious deaths and wanted to imitate them.
間違いなくそいつが犯人？
Are you sure he's the real culprit?
私が直接話を聞いたわけじゃないんですがね。
I didn't interrogate him myself.
先方が取った供述調書には、いわゆる犯人しか知り得ない情報ってやつががっつりと含まれていたんですよ。
But the prefectural police tells me that he has information that only the real culprit would know.
凶器を王子川のどこかで捨てたって言ってましてね。
He seems to have thrown the murder weapon into the Ogre River.
今はドブさらいの最中ですよ。
And they're searching for it right now.
これで供述通りに凶器が発見されれば完璧でしょうな。
If it's found, the statement will be solid.
たとえ凶器が見つからなくても、おおむね確定。
Even if the weapon wasn't found, would the case be closed?
確定でしょうな。
Probably.
現場の状況と仏の状況を正確に供述しています。
His statement clearly outlines the state of the crime scene of the body.
襲った本人にしかわからないような細かいあたりまでね。
This information, like I said, covers details that only the actual murderer would know.
Well, excuse me. With the Sonozakis could get a hold of the information Shion knew before coming to the station this time, and they're saying it's details only the murderer would know, except for the police investigating it. Could it be possible that this guy's a plant, that they used the leaked information to recreate a fake confession?
納得はいってないみたいですね。
You don't seem quite convinced. Ooishi, still looking up at the ceiling, went quiet.
実はね、その大バカだれ、
As a matter of fact,
とっくに亡くなってるんですよ。
the dophead was already
う
dead
ちに連絡があった時にはすでに。
by the time I got the call.
亡くなってる？
Dad?
昼食とかに出てくるでしょ、先割れスプーン。
You know those spoons that are forked at the tip?
留置場の食事にもあれが出てくるんですよ。
They use those at that detention facility.
そいつを飲み込んで窒息したんだとか。
I was told that he swallowed one and choked on it.
自殺なのか錯乱なのか、ちょっと区別がつかないですがね。
They couldn't tell if it was a suicide or if it was caused by some mental disorder.
Okay, so he tried to scratch out his own throat with a spork. Wow. And how they're talking, sporks must be fairly rare in Japan. Which sort of makes sense because forks aren't all that common in Japan either. Maybe for fast food stuff, but I think still chopsticks are the default. But yeah, he must have used a spork to scratch out his own throat. Which, of course ties back to Tomitake's death. Well, Tomitake's eventual death, because this is all happening a year earlier, bear in mind. What else? Tomitake's Kate's death in the first arc, Meakashi-hen. Let's see. Alright, I think that's it. Seems like it happened more often. Anyway.
I imagined somebody swallowing that spoon. I gagged.
だから十分に納得するまで調べられたわけじゃありません。
So, the investigation hadn't been done that thoroughly.
私は納得できないんですがね。
But
上の
although,
方は十分に納得しちゃったようでした。
although I'm not convinced, my superiors are sufficiently.
I figured I ought to add that word in since I heard Jibun.
どうもその愉快犯が主婦殺しの犯人ってことで決着しそうな流れです。
I think with that, the case will be closed.
Ooishi turned his eyes from the ceiling to me. He looked serious.
Chafurin-san? Anytime? Well,
This is just what I personally feel, okay?
他の誰にも内緒ということで。
So please keep it between the two of us.
私はこの大バカたりは何かの間違いだと思ってます。
I believe that this lunatic is some kind of mistake.
何かの偶然による壮大な勘違いか、もしくは
It might be either a big misunderstanding caused by a chain of coincidences, or you know.
全然意味わかんないですよ、大石のおじさま。
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Ooishi.
私は今でも犯人は北条聡君だと思っています。
I still believe that the real culprit is Houjou Tamae.
きっぱり言い切りますね。
You sound confident.
残念ながら現場検証では犯人を特定できるような痕跡は何一つ発見できませんでした。
Unfortunately, we couldn't find anything to prove he was at the crime scene.
サトシ君が失踪した後、家宅捜索の許可が下りましてね。
We obtained a warrant to search his house after he disappeared.
家を改めさせてももらいましたが、それでも手がかりはゼロ。
But we still found nothing.
それでもサトシ君が犯人だと疑ってる。
But you still believe he did it.
ねえ。
Yes.
証拠もないのにどうやったらそこまで人を殺人犯呼ばわりできるのやら。
I wonder how you can be so sure even though you don't have any evidence.
大したもんです。
It's incredible.
長年の勘ってやつですか？
Is that supposed to be like the hunch of an experienced detective?
ええ。
Yeah.
この道で何十年も飯を食ってきた男の直感です。
It's the hunch of a guy who's been in this business for several decades.
Ooishi smiled in satisfaction, but I didn't feel relieved.
サトシ君はどこへ？
Where did Satoshi-kun go?
サトシ君が失踪した理由の一つこそが彼が犯人であるからだと固く信じていたんです。
His disappearance convinced me that he was the culprit.
サトシ君が犯人でないならそのあたりがかなり薄れちゃいますからね。
If he wasn't the culprit, there'd be no real reason for him to disappear.
叔母殺しの犯人はその愉快犯で、サトシ君の失踪とは無関係。
What if the murder actually was done by that lunatic, and Satoshi-kun's disappearance has nothing to do with it?
サトシ君失踪は私とサトシ君の仲を裂くために園崎本家がやったもの。
In other words, what if Satoshi-kun disappeared because the Sonozaki family didn't like my relationship with him?
叔母殺しとは無関係という考え方は？
And he has nothing to do with the murder. Was Satoshi-kun a culprit? Or a victim? The reason for his disappearance had become unclear.
私は旧敵との恋仲程度で人一人を失踪させるなんてリスクを冒すとは思わないんですがね。
I don't think they'd bother to make one person disappear just because of an undesirable relationship.
実際園崎家の内部としてはどうなんです？
What do you hear from inside the Sonozaki family?
シオンさんはそのあたり何かご存知？
Do you know anything?
知っていたらこんなとこに来ません。
I wouldn't be here if I did.
ごもっともごもっとも。
You're right, you're right.
Ooishi laughed out loud while scratching his head. And after he stopped laughing, he leaned over.
よーし。なら一つどうですかね。
Alright, how about this?
協定を結びませんか。
Why don't we make a deal?
紳士協定。
A gentleman's deal.
I'm a lady for your information.
協定？
A deal?
何のです？
On what?
サトシ君失踪事件捜査情報共有協定。
On information about Satoshi-kun's disappearance.
裏の界隈でサトシ君の失踪に関する情報を得られたら私にも教えてください。
If you find any information like that, you tell me.
もちろん私もサトシ君についての情報が入ったらあなたに提供します。
And I'll also provide you with information if I find any.
いかがです？
Do we have a deal?
なんだか一方的な虫のいい話に思えますけど。
That sounds too convenient for you. Ooishi chuckled.
シオンさん、
シオンさん。
このまま行くと主婦殺しの犯人はすでに死んでるその大バカタレってことで確定すると思います。
I think if you leave things as they are, they conclude the lunatic committed the murder.
そうなるとサトシ君の扱いは単なる家出人になります。
If that happens, Satoshi Kun's disappearance will be treated as just another runaway minor.
つまり積極的な捜査は打ち切られるということです。
They won't search for him as actively as before.
ですが私だけは続けます。
But I will continue searching for him.
私だけはサトシ君の行方を引き続き探します。
Only I will do it.
シオンさんも私もサトシ君の行方を探しているという点では一致してると思うんですがね。
I do believe you're intending to do the same.
目的が全然違いますがね。
Our motives are different, though.
私は単に無事を確認したいだけですが、大石のおじさまにとっては逮捕が目的でしょうから。
I just want to know if he's safe, but you'd like to arrest him, wouldn't you?
主婦殺しが決着すればサトシ君は無実ってことになりますよ。
If the murder case was considered solved, Satoshi-kun would be free.
真実はどうかは別にしてもね。
Regardless of his innocence.
怪しいもんです。
I doubt that. Ooishi chuckled again, but his smile didn't reach his eyes.
まあ今後も仲良くやりましょう。
Well, let's be friends from now on.
敵の敵は味方とも言いますしね。
The enemy of your enemy is your friend, no?
別に私、園崎本家と敵対しているわけじゃありませんよ。
I'm not opposed to the Sonozaki family, though.
なあ、本当に？
Oh, really?
ならそりゃ失礼。
I apologize then.
This is the way of Ooishi Kuraudo, huh? Assistant Kasai said, I wouldn't want him as my enemy or my ally, because both would be too risky. I probably shouldn't let my guard down in front of this big fat weasel. I sipped on the coffee to fill up the silence, though I wasn't thirsty. Outside the window, I could see normal life taking its course. But Satoshi-kun wasn't there. He should have been there, but he wasn't. I was scared that I might grow used to his absence someday. Where was he?
サトシ君はどうしてるんだろう。
I wonder how Satoshi-kun is doing.
無事だといいんですがね。
I hope he's alright.
生きてる可能性は薄いとか思っているくせに。
I know you think you might be dead.
気休め言わないでほしいです。
Don't patronize me.
サトシ君の失踪、ひなみ沢じゃなんて言われてるか知ってます？
Do you know what people are calling his disappearance in Hinamizawa?
え？
Huh?
鬼隠しにあったなんて言われてるんだとか。
They say that he was demoned away.
To be demoned away means the same thing as being spirited away.
Girl, you were preaching to the choir.
It's part of the local dialect.
鬼が淵沼の底の鬼の国にさらわれたって？
He was kidnapped and taken to hell through the bottom of the Onigafuchi swamp?
バカバカしい。
That's ridiculous.
とにもかくにも 連続開始事件もこれで4年目です。
Anyway, the series of mysterious deaths has struck for the fourth time.
気の早い話ですがね、来年もまた起こるんじゃないかなんて、もうささやかれてるんだとか。
Excuse me. The owns have officially commenced at 10:20 to 8 p.m. It's been a little while since we've done that shtick.
It's too soon, but people are already talking about next year.
おば殺しがお社様のたたりのせいだって言うんですか？
I think waifu experienced a glitch in the Matrix.
Are you saying that the murder was the result of Oyashiro-sama's curse?
全体的に見てみれば、仏も北条家の一人。
The victim was one of the Houjous after all.
ダム戦争の戦犯と縁がないわけじゃないですからね。
She was involved in the dam conflict, though indirectly.
しかも、またしても綿流しの日にとなれば、面白がる連中が現れるのも無理もないことです。
Excuse me.
Really, it's not surprising that some people take an interest in the incidents, because they do always happen on the day of Watanagashi.
バカバカしい。何がお社様のたたりだ。
That's ridiculous too. Oyashiro-sama's curse. Though I said that, I couldn't quite wipe away the fear from my mind. Why did Satoshi-kun disappear? Was it the Sonozaki family? Did he run away from the police? Did he really kill his aunt in the first place? Why did he even disappear? He's on his own. Oyashiro-sama's curse has nothing to do with it. But... That's strange. Satoshi-kun and Oyashiro-sama's curse. Somebody once mentioned those two together before. When did I hear that? That's right. That rainy day. It was Higurashi who told me that when we were taking shelter in the shack. I remember the creepy story that she told me at that time.
サトシ君は心のどこかで。
Oh, Sosi, thank you for the host. How are you doing tonight?
Satoshi-kun wants to leave Hinamizawa and run far away.
ひなみ沢を捨ててどこかへ逃げ出したいと思ってるから。
Even if only unconsciously. That's what Higurashi said. Irena had definitely pointed out that Satoshi-kun wanted to leave Hinamizawa at that time. She also said,
サトシ君が体験していることはすべてお社様のたたりの前触れなの。
I'm alright. Starts a tiny bit inflamed, and it's probably gonna get worse inflamed as the voice acting goes on, but I'm doing alright otherwise.
everything he's going through is a sign of Oyashiro-sama's curse.
I should have said that more monotone.
Everything he's going through is a sign of Oyashiro-sama's curse. She said that, for sure. She had definitely mentioned Oyashiro-sama's curse. The series of mysterious deaths has struck 4 times. Was Satoshi-kun being controlled by the curse? Is that why he killed his aunt and was demoned away? No way. That can't be true. Satoshi-kun's smile faded away in my mind. Satoshi-kun disappeared. Not only that, the reason for his disappearance also disappeared. It must have been done by a human being. I can't accept that he was demoned away.
Notebook, page 43. Oh no. I took a leave. I juggled between these 2 sprays. This one to keep my throat hydrated, it's like an artificial saliva, and this one to numb my throat. But yeah, I'm used to managing it twice a week, so. And it's only for like an hour and a half at the most at a time, so it's not too bad.
I moved from one chair to another because the air conditioning was too cold. I moved with my notebook, my pen case with a bunch of keychains, and my cup of milk tea.
I can't stand milk tea. I tried it. Milk and tea don't go together, in my opinion.
I did it all in one go. I sat down in a new chair and opened my notebook again. I scribbled my thoughts and sank into silence. A series of mysterious deaths, dubbed the Curse of Oyashiro-sama. I've been viewing each incident as a separate case, even though it was followed by another one. I've never looked at all the cases as part of one big scheme. After I wrote down all the incidents on paper, it became clear to me that all of them served the same agenda. I wrote down the victims. The first year, the construction site manager. The second year, Satoshi-kun's parents. The third year, the priest. The fourth year, Satoshi-kun's aunt. For the fourth year, one could consider Satoshi-kun himself to be the victim, rather than his aunt. If I consider that each case arose from the grudge of the dam conflict, it's quite simple. In the first year,
I need to drink some water.
The construction manager was killed because he was a symbol of the dam construction itself. Of course, the real enemy was the Ministry of Construction, but it wasn't as clear a target.
The dam construction was threatening to flood the entire village, and they were trying to pay people off to relocate, but the majority of the village was against it.
That manager, on the other hand, had been aggressively shouting back at the villagers, so he was a more appropriate enemy to attack. If Oyashiro-sama had really cursed someone, it would have been the officials from the ministry. It's apparent that the target was selected based on the villagers' preference. The second year, the accidental death of Satoshi-kun's parents. It's said that they fell from a cliff in some park, but it's doubtful that it was really an accident. His parents were labeled as traitors to the village because they sided with the dam construction, even though they also were from Hinamizawa. The Houjou family was ostracized during the dam conflict in order to prevent further pro-dam activists from rising up. That means that the Houjous were necessary during the conflict to play the role of the traitor. So, when the conflict was over, they no longer served any purpose. The construction site manager was a symbol of the external enemy. The Houjous were a symbol of the internal enemy. Those people fell victim to the curse, and it seemed that the grudge over the dam conflict had ended. Yet those incidents were followed by another one.
Imply more entertainer's secret?
The third year. The leader of one of the three families, the priest Furude, suddenly died of an illness with an unknown cause. His wife drowned herself on the same night. She seemed to have left a note that said she was sacrificing herself to pacify Oyashiro-sama's anger. Whether it was a fatal disease or suicide, their deaths looked suspicious. Mio admitted that the Sonozaki family didn't like the priest's attitude. They didn't like how the priest had been generous toward the pro-dam activists. The priest wasn't quite a traitor, but he was certainly uncooperative. Looking at these incidents, I realized that the curse was performed based on the degree of hostility. Enemy, traitor, and dissident. This meant that the curse was actually payment. It was a punishment for the criminals of war. In the fourth year, I didn't understand this case at first, to be honest. At first I believed that this case was separate from the other ones, even though it occurred on the same day. I never thought that there would be any relation to the other three. But when I wrote it down and looked at it objectively, the victim is a relative of a traitor. After enemy, traitor, and dissident, relative of a traitor doesn't sound too odd. It comes naturally as a fourth target. On the day the villagers worship Oyashiro-sama, the guardian deity, the criminals of the dam conflict have been punished by the curse. Just like how I was forced to pay at the Sonataki house, the criminals were made to pay as well. After writing these things out, I started thinking that the fourth incident might be in line with a series of mysterious deaths after all. Whether it was Satoshi-kun or the dopehead, it seemed that they were forced to play the role of a murderer as part of a bigger scenario.
There was a repetitive drug abuse convict who, while arrested for something else, supposedly confessed to this murder of her husbando's Satoshi-kun's abusive aunt. It was pretty certain that he did it. Now they arrested this other guy. He seems kind of like a plant, but it's kind of hard for her to know for sure.
Even if Satoshi-kun was the real culprit, even if he killed his aunt because of an ordinary grudge, the murder seems synchronized with the grand scheme of the series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa, which is a payment plan for the war criminals. That murder was the result of his pain. But what if somebody planned that as part of a scenario? For instance, somebody might have suggested to him to kill his aunt on that day, that night, at that place. I had no doubts that Satoshi-kun decided to kill her in order to protect Satoko. But did he really reach that conclusion on his own? Satoshi-kun was optimistic and somewhat detached as far as I know. Would he really have considered murdering his aunt, even if it was to protect his sister?
Yeah, this whole series is like a bunch of story arcs. Like, stuff gets crazy and time resets before we know all the answers. We're supposed to piece the hidden lore together through the main 8 arcs. There are a whole bunch of additional story arcs as well, but some of them are just joke arcs and some of them are just like they still lend a little bit, but you still have to piece everything together. It's sort of like Twin Peaks-ish in that way. Did I read this? I believe I did. Yeah.
Couldn't it be possible for somebody to have chosen the aunt as the 4th year's murder beforehand? And they used Satoshi-kun? And Satoshi-kun was eliminated because of his own connection with him?
I inserted the word "own" into there for some reason.
Looking at it that way, the murder of the 1st year resembles this case. The main culprit behind that case hasn't been found yet, dead or alive. The other culprits testified that their fight had turned into a slaughter. But wouldn't it be possible that the main culprit had manipulated the situation? What if he had been told to kill someone on that day, at that time and in that place? I'm certain. The first murder resembles Satoshi-kun's case very much. So, did that mean Satoshi-kun was being controlled by someone else? Ooishi had presented me with a hypothesis that the Sonataki family made Satoshi-kun disappear in order to end my relationship with a murderer. But when I read the notes I wrote down, his disappearance didn't seem too spontaneous. It seemed like part of a bigger plan. Since I'd unexpectedly gotten involved in that plan, I had to be separated from him. Then Satoshi-kun was demoned away, as planned. At first, I also believed that the Sonataki family made him disappear because they didn't like that I was in love with a member of a family of traitors. But something didn't add up. Something felt strange. I wasn't the reason for his disappearance after all. Even if I never met him in the first place. Satoshi-kun was supposed to kill his aunt in June 1982, and then disappear. At one point, I had been thinking of taking revenge on the hag.
That's her grandmother. She has a twin sister who's the heir to the Sonozaki family, who's both one of the 3 families that restrictively controls the village and their local belief, and a sort of Yakuza family who has their fingers in a whole bunch of pies, in businesses and even the government. She was often sequestered away in a Catholic boarding school that she broke out of.
I believe that she separated us. But what if my relationship with Satoshika had nothing to do with his disappearance? What would that mean? Who made Satoshi-kun disappear? I need to understand the series of mysterious deaths in order to solve this mystery. What did all of these deaths mean? Who was behind them, and what purpose did they serve?
Yeah.
I wanted to know the purpose, the motive, and who was responsible. Who took Satoshi-kun? I wanted to know if he was still alive. Series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa is also called Oeshiro-sama's curse. What is that curse? Specifically, what kind of god is Oeshiro-sama? What blessings does he bring and what punishments does he dole out? I wrote down my thoughts in the notebook. What's Oeshiro-sama? What is he? I scribbled these things down. I was so absorbed by it that I didn't realize somebody had been standing behind me, watching me, the whole time. I couldn't stop myself from gasping when I realized that.
ごめんなさい。
Hey, Darkness, how are you doing tonight? How did your Silent Hill 1 stream go? This woman, if they're to do a proper English dub of the anime, because the English dub of the anime sucks, but if they're doing a proper dub of English anime, they should call Monica Horgan of Silent Hill 2 fame out of retirement for this character right here.
I'm sorry.
驚かせちゃったかしら？
Did I startle you? The intelligent-looking woman giggled.
いえ、
No!
びっくりしただけです。
I was just a bit surprised.
こちらこそ場違いな大声を出してすみませんでした。
Sorry about that. She could have apologized a little better too, since she'd been watching me from behind.
Okay. Is that the main, PS1 emulator?
But she just stared at my face instead.
あなたが園崎しおんさん？
Are you Sonazaki Shion-san?
私の名前を知ってて、私が初対面ということは、お姉の知り合いか何かですか？
You must know sis since you know my name, but I don't know who you are. Being twins is a pain sometimes. People you've never met before can tell exactly who you are.
ごめんなさいね。
I'm sorry.
私の知っている園崎さんは図書館なんかに来るような人じゃないから。
The Sonozaki-san I know would never be seen in a library.
噂に聞いた双子のしおんさんかなと思って。
The Sonozaki... Oh, so I assumed that you were a twin sister. The woman giggled again.
お察しの通り、私は園崎しおんです。
Well, you were right. I'm Sonozaki Shion.
どうもはじめまして、こんにちは。
Nice to meet you.
失礼ですが、どちら様ですか？
May I ask your name?
あら、ごめんなさいね。自己紹介がまだだったわね。
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself first. My name is Maria. She seemed to love her own hair because she kept running her fingers through it boastfully.
高野美代。
I'm Takano Mio.
美代って呼んでくれていいわよ。しおんちゃん。
You can call me Mio, Shion-chan.
お気遣いありがとうございます、高野さん。
Yeah. She just, leapt right into calling her Shion-chan, not Sonozaki-san. Yeah, no wonder Shion's being very formal as a rebuff. But Shion is actually my waifu of this franchise. Lisa is my waifu of the Silent Hill franchise, but...
Nice to meet you, Takano-san. Her condescending attitude bugged me. I hate meeting people like that.
Me too.
I closed my notebook and got ready to leave the desk.
あら、怒ってる？
Oh, are you upset?
ご検察、痛み入ります。
Thank you for your concern.
私は一人で考え事をするのが好きなんで、よそへ行かせていただきます。
I like to be alone when thinking, so I'm moving to another spot.
失礼します。ごき
Excuse
げん
me.
よう。残念ね。
That's a shame.
私たち、話が合うと思ったのに。
I thought we'd be good friends.
そうですか？
Did you?
私は合うとは思いかねますが。
I don't think so.
だって、お社様のたたりについて研究する同志に出会えたんですもの。
I finally met someone with the same passion. A fellow researcher of Oyashiro-sama's curse.
貴重な出会いだと思うんだけど。
I think it's quite unusual to meet someone like that. She saw my notes. My face reddened.
これは、私の、そう、妄想みたいなもの。
These are just theories.
でたらめです。
It's so nonsense.
子供の落書きなんかほっといてください。
Just childish scribbles.
お社様のたたりと呼ばれる一連の連続開始事件。
This series of mysterious deaths is also known as Oyashiro-sama's curse.
いずれの事件も個別に見えながら、確実に一つの意思に基づいて行われている。
Though each death is an independent incident, all of them clearly share the same purpose.
毎年、一人がお社様のたたりにあって死に、一人が生贄に捧げられて失踪する。
Each year, someone dies of the curse, and someone else is sacrificed and disappears.
は？
What?
何を急に言い出すんですか？
What are you saying all of a sudden?
一人がたたりで死んで、一人が何ですって？
Someone dies and someone else... What? I was taken aback by her weird spiel. But I realized right away that she'd said something extraordinary.
南沢村連続開始事件の犠牲者が常に偶数人数だってことはあなたも気づいてたんじゃない？
Didn't you notice that the number of victims is always even?
それともまだそこまでには至ってなかったかしら？
Haven't you realized that yet? The number of victims is always even? I was confused, but I tried to figure out what that meant. The dam construction site manager died in the first year. There was only one victim. In the second year, the victims were the parents of Satoshi-kun, so it was two people. In the third year, it was the priest. And if her death was also planned, his wife. Two again. And in this year, the fourth year, Satoshi-kun's aunt died and Satoshi-kun went missing. If Satoshi-kun's disappearance was planned, the number of the victims was two. It's true. Except for the first one, the victims always came in an even number. Two. Wait. I just concluded myself that the first case resembled the fourth one. The main culprit was still missing. He might have been demoned away. Just like Satoshi-kun.
Ne?
See?
そうでしょ？
Doesn't it make sense now? Takano-san sounded like a teacher who showed me how to solve a difficult math problem. I wasn't quite convinced, but I couldn't deny what she said either.
ヒントはこのくらいでいいかしら？
Reduce that inflammation by keeping it hydrated.
Did I give you enough hints?
二人で存分に語り明かしたかったんだけど、あなたが孤独を好むなら仕方がないしね。
I really would have enjoyed a conversation with you, but I think you prefer being alone.
失礼な口の聞き方をしてすみませんでした、ミオさん。
She won't buttering herself up to her now.
I'm sorry that I wasn't respectful, Mio-san.
私のことはシオンと呼んでください。
Please call me Shion. She seemed content that I changed my attitude. She kept giggling for a while. She didn't seem that reliable. I didn't want to be acquainted with her for too long. But I don't get to talk to people very much. And what she said interested me.
She doesn't get to talk to people because she got in trouble with her Yakuza family for sneaking away, coming back to her hometown of Okinomiya, which is right by Hinamizawa, and posing as Mion the heir, with Mion's help, and also roping other, like, her one uncle and the one bodyguard of the Yakuza portion of her family into it. So she had to atone by ripping 3 nails from her hand with a little device. We got to see that last time. And so part of her conditions of being acknowledged in the presence of Okinomiya is never to go to Hinamizawa, never to post his sister again, never, and to not be seen in public places for at least the rest of the year, which this was happening in like end of June, early July. Well, I guess this would have been the end of June. Yeah. Crap gets cray.
改めて自己紹介するわね。
Let me introduce myself again.
高野美代よ。
I'm Takano Mio.
美代って呼んでくれると嬉しいわ。
Call me Mio.
よろしくです、ミオさん。
Pleased to meet you. Mio-san.
私は園崎シオン。
I'm Sonozaki Shion.
ミオンの双子の妹にあたります。
Mion's twin sister.
シオンと呼んでください。
Please call me Shion. I took the hand that Mio-san held out as a sign of reconciliation.
さっきの話を聞かせてください。
Please tell me more.
2人犠牲者が出ると言いましたね。
You said that there are always 2 victims?
1人がたたりで、もう1人が生贄とか言いましたか？
One dies due to the curse and the other one is a sacrifice?
ねえ、しおんちゃん。
See, Shion-chan.
この話で盛り上がる前に、どうしてこの話に興味があるか聞かせてもらってもいいかしら。
Before we get into that, could you tell me why you became interested in this? She leaned over and looked into my eyes. It was kind of uncomfortable.
Yes, just like
ミオさんこそ私のことをどこまでご存知です？
just like Maria, this character is very manipulative and likes playing mind games a lot.
Mio-san, how much do you know about me?
ご存知ならおおよその見当はつくんじゃないかと。
I guess you have an idea if you know my name.
さあ、
I don't know much.
何年か遠くの全寮制の学校にいて、最近沖宮に戻ってきたとしか知らないわよ。
Just that you recently returned from a boarding school.
そうですか。
I see.
じゃあ想像つきますよね。
So I think you can imagine
私がいない間に起こった連続開始事件。
that I want to know about the series of mysterious deaths
私はよくわからないので調べてるんです。
that happened while I was away.
ちょっとした興味本位で。
I'm just curious.
なるほどね。
I see.
興味本位でね。
You're curious, eh? I got the impression that she knew about what happened to Satoshi-kun and me. Because she instantly recognized me as Shion, not Mio. I didn't know why I thought that way, as she shouldn't have access to the sources that, for instance, Ooishi does.
Typo there.
It was just the look in her eyes that made me think that way.
ミオさんにも聞きます。
Let me ask you a question this time.
さっき私のことをお社様のたたりについて調べる同志と言いましたね。
You called me a fellow researcher of Oyashiro-sama's curse, didn't you?
なぜたたりなんか研究してるんですか？
So why are you researching the curse?
そして 連続開始事件の犠牲者は偶数人であることも言い切りましたね。
That's technically two questions, Shion.
You also stated that there's always an even number of victims in the mysterious deaths.
ひなみ沢連続開始事件は確かに通称でお社様のたたりと呼ばれています。
It's true that Hinamizawa's mysterious deaths are often called Oyashiro-sama's curse.
なぜたたりを研究すると連続開始事件にまで踏み込むことになるのですか？
But why would you delve into the mysterious deaths if you're researching the curse itself?
シオンちゃん、質問が一度に多すぎるわね。
Precisely.
Shion-chan, you're asking too many questions at once.
それに何が聞きたいのかややこしくて分かりにくいわ。
I can't tell what you really want to know. Ugh. I couldn't say anything in return. Maybe I've been too inquisitive.
順に答えるわね。
I'll answer your questions one by one.
私が研究しているのはたたりじゃなく、もっと講義。
I'm not just researching the curse, as my subject is much broader than that.
鬼ヶ淵村の風俗史よ。
I'm researching the history of Onigafuchi Village.
平たく言えば、古代ひなみ沢村の知られざる歴史、暗黒史について研究しているの。
In the plainest of terms, I'm researching the dark and ancient history of Hinamizawa.
鬼ヶ淵村？
Onigafuchi Village?
鬼ヶ淵って鬼の国につながってるっていう村の奥にある底なし沼のことですか？
Isn't Onigafuchi the bottomless swamp some people believe is connected to hell?
あと知られざる歴史暗黒史って何です？
What dark history? I kept asking questions. Mio-san, however, looked pleased to hear them.
鬼ヶ淵村というのはひなみ沢村の明治以前の名前よ。
She gets to flex her knowledge and act like a know-it-all. That's why she's happy.
Onigafuchi Village is the old name for Hinamizawa, as it was known back before the Meiji era.
暗黒史というのは
About
うすうすは知っているでしょう。
about the dark history.
人食い鬼の歴史は
You know a little bit about the man-eating demons, I assume. The man-eating demons, huh? That was a fairy tale told in Hinamizawa. A long time ago, demons came out of the swamp, and while the villagers battled with them, they ended up living peacefully together. The villagers transcended and became a sacred people, having demon blood in their veins. That long-forgotten fairy tale came back to my mind vividly.
ひなみ沢に縁のある人なら誰もが知ってる当たり前の昔話よね。
You know the story because you're a villager, of course.
ではその半人半鬼の仙人たちが
But what about...
時に山を降り人をさらって食らった宴の話は知っている？
But what about the story of the cannibal banquet?
え？ 何の話ですか？
What's that?
村人たちの体に半分流れる鬼の血は鬼は鬼でも人食い鬼の血だったって話は聞いたことない？
You do know that the villagers have the blood of man-eating demons in their veins, don't you?
ああ、まあそんな話もありますね。
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. I dodged the question. Hinamizawa used to be a desolate village, but it grew in prominence after the Second World War and expanded its influence to Okinomiya and other areas. The people who disliked and discriminated against the villagers called us man-eating demons. I remember that. The young villagers don't take it seriously, but the older people can get seriously upset about it. They certainly can't take it as a joke. So the term man-eating demons is forbidden. We normally never use it. Even during my rebellious phase, I never spoke those words.
Ugh. Let that soak in a little bit. Then I'll apply some agglophatus, as I call it. It's chloroseptic, but doesn't this look like agglophatus? I started calling it that before I even had this kind, but then the joke intensified.
Mio-san, however, seemed to have no qualms with saying it out loud.
気に障った？
Are you upset?
何がですか？
About what?
人食い鬼って単語を意味嫌う村人は多いからね。
I know people hate that phrase in Hinamizawa.
気に障ったなら謝るけれど。
I apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable.
年寄り連中は気にするらしいですけど、まあ私はそんなには気にしてませんので。
The old people wouldn't like it, but I'm fine.
それより続けてください。
Would you continue?
ありがとう。
Thanks.
じゃ、続けるわね。
Okay, so
古代の村人たちにはね、
the ancient
人を
villagers
食らう食人の習慣があったらしいの。
the ancient villagers had a custom of cannibalism.
そしてその食人の儀式を様式化し、さまざまなセレモニーや文化、風習を生み出したと言われている。
They ritualized this custom and held various ceremonies based around it.
私たちが6月のお祭りだと思っている綿流しだって、本来はちょっと早い夏祭りなんかでは断じてない。
The festival we hold in June isn't just an early summer festival.
本来は犠牲者をさらい、食べるために行う食人の宴だった。
It used to be a banquet in which the villagers chased after a sacrifice and ate them.
彼らはね、犠牲者を高速台に縛り付け、お魚をおろす時みたいに腹綿を引きずり出してそれを川に投げ捨てたとされている。
They bound the sacrifice to a table, gutted them, and dumped the organs into a river.
ほら、魚の腹綿って綿って言うじゃない？
Wata can mean cotton, but it also means organs.
それが語源よ、綿流しの。
That's the root of the word watanagashi.
綿流し。
Organ drifting. Watanagashi.
そうよ。
Indeed.
お布団の綿なんかでごまかすようになったのは、私の研究では明治の頃からじゃないかと思うわね。
I believe they started using futon mats to cover it all up around the Meiji era, according to my research.
まさかこの昭和の時代にそんな恐ろしいことが堂々とできるわけもないのだし。
They wouldn't be able to do that openly nowadays. Everything Mio-san was talking about sounded startling. I was just taken aback. I couldn't wholly believe it right away. She sensed that from my expression.
もちろん思いつきなでっち上げなんかでは断じてない。
It's not a hoax. I didn't make any of this up.
誰にも見せないって誓うなら、綿流しのあたりの研究ノートを見せてあげてもいいけれど。
If you promise not to tell anyone, I can show you my notes on Watanagashi. Mio-san took out a notebook from her bag and flipped through it. She appeared to be doing her research thoroughly.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
お借りできるものなら後でゆっくり読んでみたいと思います。
I'd love to read it.
いいわよ。
Sure.
本当は閲覧厳禁の秘密ノートだけれどね。
I'd like to keep it confidential.
研究の同志になら特別に見せてあげてもいいわね。
But I guess I should share it with my fellow researcher. Mio-san handed me the notebook a bit hesitantly. It looked like it'd take a whole night to finish reading. It was densely packed with information. I saw copies of various documents and quotes in there too. It wasn't just some delusion of hers.
一番最初にミオさんは言いましたよね。
You told me.
毎年の事件で一人がたたりで死に、一人が生贄にされて失踪すると。
That one person dies because of the curse and another person is sacrificed and disappears, right? A person is sacrificed and disappears. Satoshi had gone missing. Did he become a sacrifice? What is a sacrifice anyway? Mio-san looked pleased to hear my questions again. She took out another notebook and handed it to me.
読めばわかるけど、かいつまんで話すわね。
I think you'll understand once you read it, but I'll give you a digest version.
お社様のたたりとは、簡単に言えば、お社様の怒りのこと。
Oyashiro-sama's curse is simply Oyashiro-sama's wrath.
お社様が怒ったら、罰としてたたりが起こる。
In other words, the curse is caused by Oyashiro-sama's anger.
それはわかるわよね。
Do you follow?
一応わかります。
Yes.
ダム戦争で村に敵対した人間たちにお社様が怒り、たたりが起こったと、そう言いたいわけですよね。
You're saying that Oyashiro-sama was mad at the people who opposed the village during the dam conflict, and that's why the curse occurred.
そうね。
That's right.
でね、お社様のたたりというのは放置してはいけないの。
Oyashiro-sama's anger has to be pacified.
もっともっと大きなたたりを招くからね。
If not, something even worse will occur.
だから神職である古出家の歴代当主たちはお社様のたたりがあるたびにそのお怒りを鎮めるために生贄を捧げる必要があったの。
So, all the successive priests at the VIII shrine had to perform a sacrifice every time the curse struck in order to pacify Oyashiro-sama.
それを生贄の儀と呼ぶみたいなんだけどね。
It's called a sacrificial ritual.
じゃあつまり毎年綿流しの日にお社様のたたりで一人死んで、
So, each year on the day of Watanagashi, one person dies because of the curse.
そのたたりを鎮めるためにさらにもう一人を生贄にして殺してると、そう言うんですか？
And another one is sacrificed to pacify Oyashiro-sama's anger?
でも一人しか死んでませんよ現実に。
But only one person is actually murdered each time.
生贄に捧げられたなんて聞いたこともない。
I've never heard of human sacrifices being made.
死体が出ないのは当然よ。
Naturally, there's no body.
だって生贄の儀式は犠牲者を鬼ヶ淵の沼に沈めることなんだもの。
The ritual of sacrifice requires the offering be sunk into Onigafuchi swamp.
あの沼は一度沈めば二度と浮き上がることはないと言われる底なしの沼。
That swamp is bottomless, and no one would ever surface once they were thrown in there.
死体なんて出ようはずもない。
Nobody would never be found, of course. Nobody would ever be found, of course.
There's a typo.
じゃあ毎年のもう一人の犠牲者はみんな沼の底に沈んでると？
So, one of the victims is always thrown into the swamp every year. Does that mean Satoshi-kun is also at the bottom of that dark green swamp?
さあ、
I don't know.
本当に沼の底に沈められているかはわからないわ。
I'm not sure that they really throw them into the swamp.
でも連続事件を起こしている人たちがそれを意識して一人を消していることは間違いないと思うわね。
But those who make these incidents happen must be eliminating one person based on that legend.
Sound file? Oh, this is just Shion's thoughts. Never mind, it's not Takano's dialogue still.
Each year a traitor to the village dies on the day of Watanagashi because of Oyashiro-sama's curse. And another person is sacrificed in order to pacify Oyashiro-sama's anger. That person's body will never be found, because he or she is supposedly thrown into the bottomless swamp.
そう、つまり
Yeah, you get it.
南沢村連続開始事件というのは2つでセットになったもの。
The series of mysterious deaths always involves both the curse and the sacrifice.
そしてそれを毎年繰り返すことによってダム戦争時の旧敵を毎年2人ずつ殺していけるシステムのことを指しているの。
It's a system that allows two traitors to die every year.
私の話は省略しすぎてるからね。
My mousepad sometimes doesn't want to register clicks. And I don't want to hit the button because the mic picks that up.
What I'm telling you now probably isn't sufficient.
多分ちょっと信じがたいとは思う。
So it might be hard to grasp.
だからこそあなたに預けた研究ノートをね、時
Instead,
間をかけてゆっくり読んでほしいの。
I want you to take the time to read my notes.
内容を理解できたなら私の話がそういい加減なものでもないことがわかるはず。
You'll see that what I'm telling you isn't far from the truth at all. I heard a man's voice just then. The middle-aged man with the hat was waving at Mio-san from the entrance.
ごめんなさい。待ち人が来たみたい。
Sorry, I think I have to go.
もっとゆっくり話がしたかったのに残念。
I wanted to talk to you more, but... Oh well.
でも機会はまだこれからもあるでしょうしね。
I guess we'll have another chance to chat.
そのノートはそれまで預けておくわね。
I'll leave those notes to you.
中身をよく読んで理解できたなら私のいい話し相手になってくれるのを楽しみにしているわね。
I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions. Mio-san wrapped up the conversation and headed to where the man was waiting for her. She left her old notebooks in my hands. Mio-san waved at me as she left the library with her companion.
This companion is probably Tomitake-san. For those who know that it is. For those that don't know from the first 3 arcs, the 5th year's curse, and this is taking place in the 4th year of the curse, this arc, but normally, like, the first 3 arcs took place in the 5th year, and Tomitake-san, her boyfriend, Takano's boyfriend, and Takano-san, they're the designated victims in the previous 3 story arcs. One time, Takano disappeared, and the other 2 times they found her body burned in an oil barrel out in the woods on a mountain somewhere. But Tomitake-san's death is consistent. He scratched out his throat, hit a major artery, and bled out. And there were no drugs that came up on the coroner's report.
I took a seat again and opened what she'd given me. What bugged me was the series of mysterious deaths, also known as the Curse of Oyashiro-sama. Maybe I'd be able to get closer to the truth by reading these notebooks.
It's thought that because Takano-san is getting so close to the truth, to the dark history of the Watanagashi festival, the Sonozakis are wiping her out. But that's not confirmed. That's just the opinion of the more common protagonist, who has yet to appear. Because remember, this is like several months before he comes into the picture.
If I study them carefully, I might be able to find out who was really behind the incidents. Why did Satoshi have to disappear? What was he involved in? How did that happen? Maybe Takano's notes would bring me the answer. Research notes. Takano Mio. I started flipping the pages, this time making sure that no one was watching over my shoulder.
Okay. Lengthy scene transition. Give me a chance to drink some more water.
It was time for the library to close. I had to leave. I bought some food on my way home. I shut my door and locked it right away. Then I heard the door of the neighboring apartment open. Kasai lived next door. Nobody else lived on this floor of the nearly empty apartment building anyway. I clearly heard the door open and close. Kasai must have noticed that I came home and was coming over because he wanted to talk to me. I unlocked the door and shouted out to him.
葛西なの？
Is that you, Kasai?
鍵は開いてますよ。
I'll leave the door unlocked for you.
葛西さんじゃないよ、シオン。
Ah. First time we've seen her since the punishment ritual. And back then, Mion was acting uncannily like her dastardly grandmother. Because she had to, because she's the heir to the family. So for her to just be showing up like this with a normal tone of voice, it's probably going to leave a bad taste in Shion's mouth.
I'm not Kasai-san, Shion. That voice. I twitched.
入るよ。
Can I come in?
どうぞ。
Sure,
おね。
sis. The door slowly opened. My alter ego, Sonozaki Mio, appeared. She was holding a box of cake, while smiling timidly.
どうぞ上がってって言うまで玄関に突っ立ってるつもりですか？
Are you gonna keep standing there until I escort you?
どうぞ上がって。
Come in.
全然可愛くない部屋で申し訳ないけどね。
Sorry, this room doesn't look very cute.
落ち着いた雰囲気のとこだね。
It looks comfortable. Sis looked a bit tense when entering my room. It was her first time here.
生活はどう？
Because before the punishing ritual, they had only communicated by phone. And then it was impossible to get a hold of her by phone.
How's life?
新しい学校はやっぱりつまらないです。
My new school is as boring as I thought it would be.
一応通ってはいますけど、気分が乗らないときはサボらせてもらってます。
I usually go, but I skip classes when I don't feel up to it.
全寮制だとなかなかそうはいかないですからね。
I couldn't do that when I was going to St. Lucia's.
セール地はやっぱり辛かったか。
So St. Lucia's was really tough, huh?
チェ、お姉も一度閉じ込められてみろってんです。
You should go there sometime.
ごめんごめん。
Sorry.
ケーキ買ってきたからさ、食べよ。
I brought cake. Let's eat. Mio opened the box. I saw 2 cheesecakes there.
That's drastically different from cake. Just because it has cake in the word does not make it cake. Well, maybe it is kind of cake. I don't know.
We have the same taste in food, so we don't have to fight if we get 2 of the same thing. I chatted with her over the cheesecake. I talked to her about school and whatnot.
必要な家具とかがあったら言ってね。
If you need furniture, tell me.
融通できるかもしれないから。
I might be able to get some for you.
この部屋にもようやく馴染んできたとこだけど、近いうちに引き払うかもしれないから、家具はノーサンキューです。
I finally got used to this room, but I might move out soon, so furniture won't be necessary. Thanks though.
うちのお父さんが沖宮に住むつもりなら戻ってこいってうるさいんですよ。
Dad wants me to come back home.
お父さんに会いたくないんだけど、かといって逆らうのも怖いしな。
I don't want to live with him, but he sounds desperate.
お父さんもシオンがいなくなって寂しそうだったから、なんだかんだ言っても帰ってきたら喜ぶと思うよ。
I have to remember not to press buttons. Because I pressed F and it went out full screen mode. Excuse me.
You'd be pleased if you came home. You looked lonely while you were gone.
チェー、人事だと思って。
You can only say that because you don't have to live with him.
Yeah, she lives with her grandmother at the main house. Because she's in training to inherit the family and everything they own and are in control of.
Come to think of it, this was the first time I'd talked to Sis since I was allowed to live at Sonozaki Shion. She didn't look like how she was at the Sonozaki house that day. The successor of the Sonozaki family and my twin sister are 2 different people. The The demon lives inside the leader of the Sonozakis. Our bodies are exactly the same, except for the tattoo of a demon on her back. Mion's destiny as a successor was set in stone when she got that tattoo. It's pretty simple. The Mion from that night was different from the Mion before me. When I was forced to tear off my fingernails, I'd momentarily despised her. But if I were the next leader of the family, I'd have done the same.
シオン、
Xion,
爪は治った？
how are your fingernails?
I'm gonna spray some more throat numbing spray, the Glophodus. Yeah, I totally started calling it out accident. I'm trying to keep from swallowing it. I don't want my stomach to feel like it stopped existing, so give it a second to soak in the vocal folds. Yeah, I always say this series is Silent Hill for weebs. Because it's psychological horror and supernatural horror with a local cult and with a whole lot of with a fair amount of people going insane from violent happenings.
Xion, how are your fingernails?
もうすっかり傷口は塞がったからね。
The wounds have closed.
最近は目立つのがかえって嫌なんで、包帯みたいなのもしてないです。
I don't banish them anymore because it looks too conspicuous.
でもまだだいぶいびつでね。あまり人には見せられないかな。
But my nails still look ugly, so I don't really like showing them to people. I sneered at her, displaying my incomplete fingernails. Mion grew quiet and looked down.
謝らなくていいよ。
Getting that 13-year-old boy voice crack.
You don't have to apologize.
ミオンだってあそこは仕方なかったんだからさ。
You did what you had to do.
Reminds me of at the end of Meakashi-hen, the second question arc, when seems Mion had killed some of her friends to try to expose the truth. She said that she just did what she had to do. She filled her part, as did they. So that kind of reminds me of that.
You did what you had to do.
次期当主の役割を演じただけ。
You just played the role of the successor.
恨んじゃいないから。
I'm not holding any grudges.
ごめんね。
I'm sorry.
オッケー。
Okay.
その謝罪で私は全部チャラにした。
Apology accepted.
でも
But
もう一度謝ったらそれは取り消し。
if you apologize one more time, that'll be cancelled.
一生許さないよ。
I won't forgive you for the rest of my life.
え、
Uh-huh?
何それ。
What do you mean?
お姉は一度謝りモードに入るとなかなか抜けられない悪い癖がありますからね。
Once you start apologizing, you never stop.
私の方で区切らないとキリがないんです。
So I'm cutting you off.
本当に許してくれるの？
Will you really forgive me?
サトシとのことも。
About Satoshi-kun as well. My heart ached when she mentioned his name. It felt just like the ache of an old wound.
シオンがサトシのことを好きなのはもちろん知ってたんだよ。
I figured you'd loved him.
あれだけ大勢の前で熱愛宣言しちゃいましたからね。
No wonder. I shouted it out loud in front of all of you.
なんだか今さら恥ずかしくもなんともないや。
I'm not embarrassed anymore.
でもバッチャはあれで本当にけじめがついたと思ってるんだよ。
She better, the old hag.
Granny truly believes you've atoned.
シオンがちゃんと自分でけじめをつけてみせたから。
She thinks you've done all you need to do.
それで全部終わりって。
So the matter is finished.
そうでなきゃ困ります。
That's good.
あれだけ痛い思いしたんですから。
My pain won't go to waste then.
Yeah, she was suffering so that that her uncle, her dad's old friend, who was a bodyguard in the Yakuza part of the family, and Satoshi-kun wouldn't have to suffer worse punishments.
サトシ、どこに行ったんだろうね。
Oh, it's never good when the colors invert.
I wonder where Satoshi-kun disappeared to, though. I started choking when I heard her say that. I just said it to her myself. I said that I'd forgiven her completely. But that promise instantly evaporated. Just because of what she said, I felt like I'd turned into a completely different person. What did you just say, Mio? Did you say, I wonder where Satoshi-kun disappeared to? Who else could know other than you and your folks? What did you say? Where did he go? I felt my eyeballs reddening in anger. I felt as though they were about to pop. I choked on a burning sensation in my throat. Mio's expression rapidly changed. It looked like she noticed the devil's mask on my face. We were one and the same. We could understand each other's thoughts without voicing them. So showing our expressions was like unveiling everything in our hearts to the other.
ごめん。
Sorry. Even though I told her not to apologize anymore, Mio apologized. I felt like strangling her. I was going to make her confess where she hid Satoshi-kun. If she told me she'd throw him into the Onegafuchi swamp, I'd strangle her to death right then and there!
サトシのことは本当に知らないの。
I really don't know. What happened to Satoshi-kun? That's a lie.
本当。
It's true.
バッジャーだって何も知らない。
Granny doesn't know anything either.
本当なの。
Please believe me.
嘘だ嘘だ嘘だ。
That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie!
じゃあ本当にお社様のたたりで鬼隠しにあったとでも言うつもりなのか。
Are you saying that Oyashiro-sama's curse demoned him away?
たたりなんてあるもんか、たたりなんてあるもんか。
There can't be a curse. There can't be. Words kept coming out of my mouth like I was chanting a spell. I wasn't speaking by my own will anymore. It was the demon who was controlling me. The demon that had been sleeping deep inside me woke up and was speaking through my mouth. The demon's hands grabbed me by the neck.
お前たちがサトシ君を鬼隠しにしたんだ。
You guys demoned Satoshi-kun away.
お前たちその崎本家が、お前たちが。
You and the Sonozaki family.
返して、私のサトシ君を返して。
Give him back to me.
返して。
Give him back! My hand slowly but surely squeezed Mion's neck. Mion put her hands onto mine. I looked at her fingers. 3 of the fingernails on her left hand looked as ugly as mine.
ミオ、
Mio,
これはどうしたの？
what's this? Tears rolled down her cheeks. She didn't have to answer. She had the same scars as I did. She atoned as well. The way those wounds were healing looked the same as mine. So, did she get these wounds around the same time as I did?
シオンだけが爪を剥がされるなんてかわいそうすぎるんだもん。
It was unfair that only you had to go through that. I feel so bad. Mion started sobbing. I stood there, petrified, still wringing Mion's neck.
シオンがね、サトシのことを好きだって分かって、
since I found out you love Satoshi-kun.
私シオンとサトシに幸せになってほしかったんだよ。
I really wanted you to be happy.
だって
Because
シオンばっかりいつもかわいそうで、私たちは同じ双子なのに、なんでシオンばっかりいつも差別され
it's always only you who has to suffer. Even though we're twins. It didn't come as a surprise to me that Mio might also have loved Satoshi as I did.
The implication is she did have a crush on him, I read. But she got over it, but Shion never would.
It didn't come as a surprise to me that Mio might also have loved Satoshi as I did.
I already read that line, I realize now.
We've always liked the same stuff, and even the same people. She was stupid enough to feel obligated towards someone like me.
私ね
I
バッチャにね怒鳴って言ったんだよ。
told Granny to leave you and Satoshi alone.
シオンとサトシをそっとしてあげてほしいって。
I shouted at her.
そしたらけじめをつけたら見逃そうっていう話になって。
She said she'd let you be if you atoned with sincerity.
だからね
You did.
ちゃんとシオンが頑張ったから
So
もうね二人は普通に過ごしてもよかったんだよ。
you were supposed to live happily with him.
なのにサトシいなくなっちゃった。
But Satoshi has gone away.
こんなのひどいよね。
That's terrible.
ひどすぎるよね。
That's cruel. That's... Mio isn't smart enough to shed crocodile tears. Those tears were real.
Yeah, she was saying earlier in this arc that oh no, she was saying that it's a shame that boys can't cry on the spot, like in the sense that girls can to manipulate things and get their way. She's a very manipulative character. That's one of the non-waifuable qualities about her.
Those tears were real. Her tears dissolved my demon's anger like how the sun melts ice.
信じてシオン。
Leave me, Shiro.
本当にサトシがどうしていなくなってしまったのか
I really
わ
don't.
からないの。
I really don't know why Satoshi disappeared.
園崎家とかバッチャとか本当にそういうのは何も関わってないの。
Neither Granny nor the Sonozaki family have anything to do with it.
バッチャはシオンのけじめで全てを許した。
Granny forgave you.
だからサトシに何かするなんて絶対にないの。
So she would never do anything to him.
ミオごめん。
Mio, I'm so sorry.
苦しかった。
Did I hurt you? I took my hands off her neck and held her instead.
苦しくなんかないよ。
I'm not hurt.
シオンはもっともっと苦しかったんだよね。
You've been hurt a lot more than me, haven't you? I shouted at the demon in my mind. I believed in Mio. I had been convinced it was the Sonozaki family that made Satoshi-kun disappear. But Mio denied it, while shedding tears. Between her and me, her tears are more convincing than any words. So, I believe in her. It absolutely wasn't the Sonozaki family that made him disappear. So, do you really think that Satoshi-kun disappeared because of Oyashiro-sama's curse? I don't believe in curses, and Mio didn't do it. If it wasn't the curse of the Sonozaki family, who demoned them away? I don't know. I just know it's not Mio. It's not the Sonozaki family because Mio says so. That's stupid, Shion. Are you going to ignore Satoshi-kun's voice? I know! You don't have to remind me, Demon. I can hear his voice. I know he's mumbling with an ambivalent expression like he always used to do. Even though he knows help won't come. I'll help him no matter what. I'll save him if he's alive. I'll avenge him if he's dead. But Mio didn't do it. You just want to take it out on somebody. It doesn't matter who. But I'm Shion, not an Oni. You're only a part of me. Don't try to take control. Screw off! Don't ever show up again. The demon faded away. My body went limp, and I fell to the floor while holding Mio.
シオン、大丈夫？
Shion, are you alright?
もう大丈夫だよ、ミオン。
I'm alright now, Mio.
私たちはどうしてミオンとシオンなんだろうね。
Why are we two different individuals?
どうして同じ一人であってはいけないんだろうね。
Why can't we be just one?
やめなよ。
Stop it.
私たちはもう何度もそれを自問してきたよ。
We've asked ourselves that so many times.
でも答えなんか出ない。
But there's no answer.
現実に私とあなたはミオンとシオン。
I'm Shion, and you're Mio.
それが現実。
That's just how it is.
私ね、自分がミオンでもシオンでもどっちでもいいんだよ。
I don't care if I'm Mio or Shion.
私たちは私たち。公平な関係でいたいのに。
I just want to be one and equal with you.
仕方がないよ。
There's nothing we can do.
ミオンの背中には鬼が宿ってる。
You have the demon on your back.
闘志を継ぐ定めが宿ってる。
You're destined to become the successor.
それは仕方がない。
And we can't change that.
私、嫌だ。
I don't want that.
鬼なんかいらない。鬼なんかいらない。
I don't need a demon. I don't want it.
私は鬼じゃない。鬼じゃない。
I'm not a demon. I'm not.
同じ人間なのがいい。
I want to be a human like you. Mio is a demon, and Shion is a human. Even though we're twins, there's a difference between us. Was it possible for humans to live with demons after all? It should be possible, because they did it before. That's the legend of Hinamizawa. Humans and demons lived in harmony together, as Oyashiro-sama watched over them. Mio, Shion, Satoshi-kun. Demons, humans, Oyashiro-sama's curse, the series of mysterious deaths, Satoshi-kun's disappearance. We fell asleep while holding each other, while holding everything.
And there's the beginning of the Shmyon faux incest. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Meakashi-hen. You have received new tips. Note page 50, note page 64, note page 85. Achievement unlocked. Payment. Reconciled with a close relative. Okay, so that'll be it for tonight. Every Monday and Thursday night, I'm streaming this. And Tuesday nights, I've been playing through the Spyro Reignited trilogy. So if either of those sounds like something you'd want to watch, be sure to join that Discord. That's the link where you can keep notified when we're about to go live and how you can keep in contact in the meantime. Yeah, this was a really cool arc. I think that's the end of the first half of this arc. This is a really long arc. But I'm glad we're getting through it. If Windows 7 will actually cooperate so I can close this window. You know what? Let's see if all F4 works. Oh, that does. I was thinking I had to do the window preview and hit X in the corner. Anyway, yeah. Windows Media Player, come on. Oh, wrong thing. Can't believe I didn't think to check that I didn't have the ending music up. Oh, I'm gonna have some German chocolate cake that I made after this. So thank you all so much for watching, everyone. And as always, if you like what you see, please feel free to click like, comment, follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Any feedback you can give me at all will help me tailor my future content towards your interests. I'm Regulus Pastor, and until next time, Wale!